Reagan was elected to the presidency, he installed Louis Giuffrida as head of FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Giuffrida was an old cold warrior from Reagan's California days whose specialty was suppression of unrest and dissent. Giuffrida, North, and George Bush began to turn FEMA into an instrument of domestic anti-terrorism.
You're dealing with a group of people in the Reagan administration who equated political dissent with treason and who cannot differentiate between emergency procedures, which I think everyone agrees are necessary, and suppressing political dissent. And with North and Poindexter and Casey, you had a group of people who saw Americans who disagree with them as the enemy.
What's up, folks? Wicks the Angry New Yorker here, back with some more truth. Let me tell you something. It's very easy to figure out. You want to know how easy? Go and look up Operation Cable Splicer / Operation Garden Plot. This shit was planned out years ago. Long ago. Everything that's happening right now.
Colonel North, in your work at the NSC, were you not assigned at one time to work on plans for the continuity of government in the event of a major disaster?
Mr. Chairman.
I believe that question touches upon a highly sensitive and classified area, so may I request that you not touch upon that, sir.
I was particularly concerned, Mr. Chairman, because I read in Miami papers and several others that there had been a plan developed by that same agency, a contingency plan in the event of emergency that would suspend the American Constitution. And I was deeply concerned about it and wondered if that was the area in which he had worked. I believe that it was, but I wanted to get his
May I most
confirmation.
respectfully request that that matter not be touched upon at this stage. If we wish to get into this, I'm certain arrangements can be made for an executive session.
Is it too hard to ask people to stand up for their freedom? To stand up for their rights? I'm fucking speaking out. I'm standing up for shit that I believe in. You're gonna vote to take your fucking guns, folks. And then it's gonna be game on from there. The end of the fucking country, the end of the world. You need to call up your fucking congressmen. You need to melt their fucking phone lines with phone calls. You need to send them faxes. Just call them. It's easy to fucking do. Take 5 minutes out of your fucking day and look up one thing. Take 5 minutes out of your day and call your fucking congressman. Call your senator. It's unbearable. I just don't know how people can take this shit. What the fuck is it gonna take, folks? You can't... Okay, impeach Barack Obama? Fine and dandy. What the fuck is that gonna do? Biden takes his place. You gotta impeach the whole damn administration and the fucking Senate. We have to start all over again. And look at Chicago. Crime rate through the fucking roof. People getting shot left and right. Last weekend or the weekend before, it was like over 100 people got shot. There's no guns in Chicago. It's a gun-free city. How are all these people getting shot? You know what's not a gun-free city? Houston, Texas isn't a gun-free city. Why don't you go and look up their crime statistics? They don't fucking have any. When people have fucking weapons, the crime goes down. And they want to take the fucking guns away from everybody. It's all a fucking setup. All I gotta say, folks, go and look up Operation Cable Splicer. Go and look up Operation Garden Plot.
If you recall, this is the National Guard in their Humvee mobile units moving out from a staging area, making their presence felt. And of course, that presence will become more and more prominent as the curfew goes into effect, which will be in just about 2 hours and 2 minutes.
Exactly.
Yes, particularly if you can't explain your whereabouts or your reason for being there, and if you don't have some identification to prove who you are and where you're going, And of course, if you're up to something nefarious, you have a major problem.
Yeah.
That's right.
Today, as many as 4,000 National Guardsmen and almost 800 highway patrol officers were being prepared as reinforcements. But even here, today, as stores were being looted, police cars drove right by. Too much to keep up.
We tell them to join the gang. We tell them dope stories, introduce them to the gang. Just like Oliver North introduced us to cocaine. In the 80s when them bricks came on military plane.
The violence plaguing Ferguson, Missouri sparked new initiatives today. The governor deployed the National Guard. The decision to call out the National Guard was the latest effort to quell the violence in Ferguson. Last night, police again used tear gas and rubber bullets to break up a crowd after reports of gunfire, firebombs, and looting.
You're gonna let a few thousand scumbags take shit over like this? What the hell is with the common spirit? Where the hell is the liberty, man? Check out our links. YouTube.com, nate.sacinfobros. Check out 2onthefrontline.com. Have a nice day. Stand up.
Ronald Reagan was an actor, not at all a factor. Just an employee of the country's real masters. Just like the Bushes, Clinton and Obama. Just another talking head telling lies on teleprompters. If you don't believe the theory, then argue with this logic. Why did Reagan and Obama both go after Gaddafi? We invading sovereign soil, going after oil. Taking countries is a hobby, paid for by the oil lobby. Same as in Iraq and Afghanistan. And I'm a dinner jar, say they coming for Iran. They only love the rich and how they load the poor. If I say any more, they might be at my door. Who the fuck is that? Staring in my window, doing that surveillance on Mr. Michael Render. I'm dropping off the grid before they pump the lead.